In many parts of the world, a significant demographic imbalance exists, with women outnumbering men. This disparity is particularly pronounced in countries affected by prolonged conflict, migration trends, and deeply ingrained cultural norms. For instance, in regions ravaged by war, such as Syria and Afghanistan, men often bear the brunt of combat, leading to higher mortality rates among males. As a result, communities are left with a surplus of women, who are not only seeking companionship but also facing the challenges of single parenthood and economic instability. Moreover, migration plays a pivotal role in this imbalance. Many men leave their home countries in search of better economic opportunities abroad, leaving a void that women are left to fill. In places like Eastern Europe and parts of Asia, men migrate for work while women remain behind, managing households and raising children alone. This trend not only alters the gender ratio, but also shifts traditional family dynamics. Cultural norms further exacerbate the situation. In some societies, there is a strong preference for male children, leading to practices that favor boys over girls. This has created an environment where women find themselves in a precarious position, often waiting for men to return or hoping for new arrivals to change their circumstances. The consequences of this demographic imbalance are profound. Women face increased pressure to marry and start families, often competing for a limited pool of potential partners. As they navigate these societal expectations amidst economic and social challenges, it becomes clear that addressing this gender disparity is crucial for the well-being of these communities. The quest for balance is not just about numbers, it's about fostering healthy relationships and sustainable futures for everyone involved. The absence of men in the workforce significantly impacts economic growth, particularly in sectors traditionally dominated by males, such as construction, engineering, and manufacturing. In many countries experiencing a gender imbalance, this lack of male participation leads to labor shortages that hinder productivity and innovation. As industries struggle to fill these critical roles, economic development slows, ultimately affecting overall prosperity. Women, who often step into these vacated positions, face unique challenges in their pursuit of career advancement and economic independence. While some women have successfully entered male-dominated fields, they frequently encounter barriers such as gender bias, pay disparities, and limited access to mentorship opportunity. The pressure to excel in these roles is compounded by societal expectations that still regard men as the primary breadwinners. This can create a sense of isolation for women who find themselves navigating predominantly male workplaces without adequate support. Moreover, the economic strain can lead to increased competition among women for available jobs, further hindering their progress. As they strive for upward mobility in their careers, many women may find themselves stuck in lower-paying positions with little opportunity for advancement. This situation creates a cycle of economic dependency that is difficult to break. In addition to the immediate effects on individual women and their families, the broader implications of this gender imbalance are profound. When women are unable to achieve economic independence or fully contribute to the workforce, entire communities suffer from decreased economic resilience. Addressing these challenges requires a concerted effort to promote gender equality in the workplace, empowering women to thrive economically and ensuring that both genders can contribute equally to their society's growth and development. In many countries facing a significant gender imbalance, traditional expectations and societal roles play a pivotal role in shaping women's lives, particularly when it comes to marriage and family. In cultures where marriage is often viewed as a central aspect of a woman's identity, the scarcity of men can create immense pressure for women to find partners. This pressure is compounded by cultural norms that prioritize marriage as a crucial milestone and often equate singlehood with failure or social stigma. As women navigate this landscape, they frequently encounter expectations that dictate their behavior and choices. Family structures may emphasize the need for women to marry young and start families, leaving little room for personal aspirations or career ambition. This can lead to feelings of frustration and anxiety, as many women find themselves waiting for men to arrive while grappling with societal timelines that seem unforgiving. The search for a partner in these imbalanced environments can also foster competition among women, further complicating their social interactions. Instead of forming supportive relationships, some may feel pressured to view each other as rivals in the pursuit of the limited number of eligible men. This dynamic can strain friendships and create an atmosphere of tension rather than camaraderie. Additionally, societal narratives often portray women who remain single as incomplete or unfulfilled, reinforcing the notion that their worth is tied to their marital status. The result is a complex interplay between personal desires and societal expectations, where finding a partner becomes not just a matter of love, but also a necessity for social acceptance. Ultimately, these traditional roles and pressures profoundly affect women's mental health and overall well-being. Addressing these issues requires challenging outdated norms and fostering environments where women can thrive independently, irrespective of their marital status. Prolonged singlehood in societies with a significant gender imbalance can lead to various mental health concerns for women. In cultures where marriage is often seen as the ultimate goal, being unmarried can carry a heavy societal stigma. Many women may feel pressured to conform to traditional expectations, contributing to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem when they remain single for extended periods. The psychological impact of this stigma can manifest in several ways. Women may experience feelings of loneliness and isolation, particularly as they watch their peers enter relationships and start families. This sense of exclusion can exacerbate existing mental health issues, leading to anxiety and depression. Moreover, the constant societal reminders of their unmarried status can create a pervasive sense of urgency to find a partner, causing stress and even desperation. In addition, the fear of judgment from family and friends can further complicate women's emotional well-being. Social gatherings may become uncomfortable as questions about relationships arise, making women feel scrutinized or judged for their single status. This external pressure can lead to withdrawal from social situations, further intensifying feelings of loneliness and disconnection. Additionally, the pursuit of a partner in such environments can become all-consuming, overshadowing other aspects of life such as personal growth, career aspirations, and friendship. Women may find themselves prioritizing romantic relationships over their own mental health needs, leading to an unhealthy cycle of dependency on external validation. Addressing these mental health concerns requires a cultural shift that redefines singlehood as a valid and fulfilling lifestyle choice. By fostering environments that celebrate individual achievements and personal fulfillment, rather than solely focusing on marital status, societies can help alleviate the psychological burdens faced by unmarried women, promoting healthier mental well-being for all. Cultural attitudes toward gender roles significantly influence the lives of women in countries experiencing a shortage of men. In many of these societies, patriarchal systems are deeply embedded, prioritizing male presence within families and community. This cultural framework often dictates the expectations placed on both men and women, with men typically viewed as the primary breadwinners and decision-makers, while women are relegated to supporting roles centered around home and family. In regions where traditional gender norms prevail, women may find their opportunities for personal and professional development severely limited. The societal belief that men should lead can create an environment where women's contributions are undervalued or overlooked. This not only affects their self-esteem, but also reinforces a cycle of dependency on male figures for validation and support. As women wait for men to arrive or return, their potential remains untapped, stifling their aspirations and dreams. Moreover, the impact of these cultural perspectives extends beyond individual experiences. They shape community dynamics and influence policy decisions. In many cases, women's voices are marginalized in discussions about community needs and priorities. This exclusion can perpetuate gender inequality and hinder progress toward more equitable societies. The lack of men also forces women into roles they may not have chosen willingly. As they take on responsibilities typically associated with men, such as being the primary earners or heads of households, they may face criticism from traditionalists who uphold outdated views on gender roles. This tension can lead to internal conflicts as women grapple with societal expectations while striving for independence. To address these challenges, it is essential to challenge and redefine cultural narratives surrounding gender roles. By promoting more inclusive attitudes that recognize the value of both men and women in all spheres of life, societies can empower women to thrive and contribute meaningfully to their communities, regardless of the prevailing gender imbalance. Migration trends play a crucial role in the gender imbalance observed in many countries, particularly where economic opportunities abroad attract a significant number of men. The search for better job prospects and improved living conditions often drives men to leave their home countries in pursuit of work in more prosperous regions. This trend is especially prominent in areas with high unemployment rates or limited economic growth, where men are compelled to seek livelihoods elsewhere to support their families. As men migrate for work, they often leave behind women who must navigate the challenges of single parenthood and economic instability. This outmigration not only skews the gender ratio, but also disrupts traditional family structures, as women take on dual roles as both caregivers and breadwinners. In many cases, these women find themselves managing households alone, while waiting for their partners to return or for new relationships to develop. The consequences of male outmigration extend beyond individual families. Entire communities can feel the effect. With fewer men available for labor, local industries may struggle to maintain productivity, leading to economic stagnation. Women who step into these roles may face significant barriers, including societal expectations that do not align with their new responsibility. Furthermore, the absence of men can alter social dynamics within communities. Women may find themselves competing for the attention of the limited number of eligible men who remain, intensifying societal pressures and expectations around marriage and relationships. This competition can foster feelings of insecurity and anxiety among women, further complicating their efforts to establish fulfilling lives. To address these challenges, it is essential to understand the underlying factors driving male outmigration and its implications on gender dynamics. By promoting local economic development and creating opportunities that encourage men to remain in their home countries, societies can begin to restore balance and empower women to thrive independently. In societies where women significantly outnumber men, the dynamics of the marriage market shift dramatically, creating unique challenges for women seeking partners. The scarcity of available men leads to increased competition among women, often forcing them to navigate a landscape filled with heightened expectations and societal pressures. This situation can foster an environment where women feel they must present themselves in increasingly appealing ways to attract potential partners, placing undue stress on their self-esteem and mental health. As women vie for the attention of the limited number of eligible men, they may face intensified scrutiny regarding their personal choices and lifestyles. Factors such as age, education level, and career aspirations can become points of contention, as traditional norms often dictate the ideal qualities sought in a partner. This pressure can lead women to compromise on their own aspirations, prioritizing marriage over personal growth or career advancement in hopes of securing a relationship. The implications for family planning are also significant. In cultures where early marriage is highly valued, women may feel compelled to marry quickly, even if it means settling for less than ideal partnership. This rush can lead to hasty decisions that might not align with their long-term goals or desires, potentially resulting in dissatisfaction and regret later in life. Moreover, the social status associated with marital status can further complicate matters. Unmarried women may experience stigmatization and social isolation, perceived as less desirable or complete than their married counterparts. This societal pressure not only affects individual mental well-being, but can also impact community dynamics, as women may feel pressured to conform to traditional roles rather than pursue fulfilling lives on their own terms. Navigating these challenges requires resilience and a shift in societal attitudes toward marriage and women's roles within communities. By fostering environments that value individual choices and promote equality, societies can help empower women to thrive regardless of their marital status. Governments around the world are increasingly recognizing the challenges posed by gender imbalances and are implementing various initiatives to address these issues. One key strategy involves incentives designed to encourage men to remain in their home countries instead of seeking opportunities abroad. These initiatives may include tax breaks, job training programs, and investment in local industries to create sustainable employment opportunities that can appeal to young men. By fostering an environment where men can thrive professionally at home, governments aim to restore balance to the gender ratio and support family structures. In addition to economic incentives, many countries are also focusing on policies that promote gender equality. These policies seek to empower women by providing equal access to education, healthcare, and job opportunities. Programs aimed at advancing women's rights often include measures to combat discrimination in the workplace and support women entrepreneurs. By leveling the playing field, these initiatives not only benefit women but also contribute to overall economic growth and social stability. Moreover, some governments are implementing awareness campaigns that challenge traditional gender norms and promote positive images of diverse family structures. By encouraging a cultural shift towards valuing both genders equally, these initiatives help reduce societal stigma associated with being unmarried or single. However, the effectiveness of these government responses can vary significantly depending on cultural attitudes and existing power dynamics within each society. In some instances, backlash against gender equality initiatives can arise, particularly from groups resistant to change. To ensure lasting impact, it is crucial for policies to be accompanied by comprehensive education and outreach efforts that engage communities in discussions about gender roles and equality. Ultimately, addressing gender imbalances requires a multifaceted approach that combines economic incentives with social reforms. By fostering environments where both men and women can thrive together, societies can work towards a more equitable future for all individuals. Countries like China, India, and Russia exemplify pronounced gender gaps, each facing unique circumstances that shape women's experiences in the marriage market and broader society. In China, decades of the one-child policy have led to a significant gender imbalance, with millions more men than women. This disparity has intensified competition among women, who often feel pressure to conform to traditional standards of beauty and behavior to attract potential partners. As a response, many women are prioritizing education and career advancement, seeking financial independence before considering marriage. In India, cultural practices such as dowry and son preference have historically favored males, resulting in a skewed gender ratio. The effects of this imbalance extend to marriage markets, where women face challenges like increased competition and societal expectations to marry early. However, women are increasingly challenging these norms by pursuing higher education and entering the workforce. Many are forming support networks and advocacy groups to raise awareness about gender equality and promote women's rights, which helps shift societal attitudes over time. Russia presents another distinct case, where economic factors contribute to gender disparity. High male mortality rates due to factors like alcoholism and workplace hazards have led to a significant surplus of women. In urban areas, this imbalance has prompted women to adopt more assertive strategies in the marriage market, often embracing dating apps and social media platforms to expand their options. Women are also increasingly vocal about their rights, demanding equal opportunities in both personal and professional spheres. These case studies highlight how women in various cultural contexts are adapting to the challenges posed by gender imbalance. By pursuing education, raising awareness about gender issues, and leveraging technology for connection, women in these countries are not only navigating their immediate circumstances but also paving the way for future generations. If the gender imbalance in countries like China, India, and Russia continues, the future could unfold in several significant ways, profoundly impacting societal norms, economic structures, and the roles of women. As the population of unmarried women grows, traditional views on marriage and family may begin to shift. Societal acceptance of diverse lifestyles, including singlehood and cohabitation without marriage, could increase as more women assert their independence and prioritize personal fulfillment over societal expectations. Economically, continued gender disparity may present challenges for these countries. With a surplus of women in the labor force but fewer men available to balance family dynamics, traditional family structures may evolve. Women may increasingly become the primary breadwinners, leading to shifts in household responsibilities and decision-making power. This change could foster greater gender equality and economic participation, but may also create tension as societies grapple with redefining gender roles. As women continue to navigate these evolving dynamics, they are likely to push for greater representation in leadership positions across various sectors. The demand for policies that promote gender equity will intensify, encouraging governments to implement reforms that support women's rights and address issues such as pay inequality and workplace discrimination. However, if societal change does not keep pace with demographic shifts, there could be adverse consequences as well. Increased competition among women for a limited pool of eligible men may lead to heightened social unrest or dissatisfaction. Additionally, long-standing patriarchal norms could resist change, creating backlash against women's progress. In summary,
The future outlook for countries experiencing significant gender imbalances is complex. While there is potential for positive transformations in societal norms and women's roles, it is crucial that these changes occur within a framework of support and equality to ensure a balanced and harmonious society for all individuals. These key points have laid a solid foundation for understanding the intricate challenges faced by women in countries experiencing a significant shortage of men. This exploration has revealed how demographic imbalances not only affect individual lives but also reshape societal norms and economic landscape. As women navigate their roles in environments where men are scarce, they confront pressures related to marriage, family expectations, and social status, often leading to profound mental health implications. In examining the economic impact of this gender disparity, we see how women's increased participation in the workforce is both a response to necessity and an opportunity for empowerment. However, it also highlights the need for supportive policies that can help mitigate the effects of gender imbalances on career advancement and economic independence. Cultural perspectives on gender roles further complicate these dynamics, as traditional norms often dictate expectations that can hinder women's progress. Yet, as evidenced by various case studies from China, India, and Russia, women are actively challenging these norms and seeking to redefine their paths in ways that promote equality and personal fulfillment. Looking ahead, the future scenarios discussed indicate that while there are opportunities for positive change, significant challenges remain. The evolving roles of women will likely continue to influence societal shifts, pushing for greater acceptance of diverse lifestyles and advocating for policy reforms aimed at promoting gender equality. Ultimately, understanding these complexities is crucial for fostering an environment where women can thrive independently and contribute meaningfully to their communities. As societies work to address these gender imbalances, the insights gleaned from this exploration can inform strategies that empower women and promote a more equitable future for all.